And namaste everyone. It's me Thakur Prasad Rizal, your social studies teacher, class 9. Okay students, today we are going to discuss about unit 6, lesson 6.1, the lesson topic effects of longitude on date and time. So in our previous class we had discussed about the constitutional development in Nepal, where we have discussed the different constitution that had been practiced in Nepal up to now, their features as well as their drawbacks. So let us start the today's topics. So first of all, introduction. Okay. So longitudes, you can see here on the boards as well. I have made one figure of the globes. Okay. Here, so the line which passes from middle of the earth, that is also imaginary line, which is called prime meridian, and all the lines others which passes from north pole to south pole, which are semicircular in shapes, these lines are called longitudes. Okay. So we can define longitude as the imaginary line which are drawn from north pole to south pole of the earth, they are called longitudes. Or they are also called the meridians. Okay. And you should know one thing, the longitude which passes from the Greenwich Observatory of near London, that is known as the prime meridian, I have written here, or it is also called the Greenwich meridian, and it is known as the basis of all the longitudes. The basis of all the longitudes is this one, and there are altogether 360 longitudes, out of which 180 will be in the eastern hemisphere and 180 will be in the western hemisphere. So the longitudes will make the angular distance to the east and to the west of the prime meridian. So as per its angles, means where it makes angles, if it makes the angles in eastern hemisphere, it will carry the notation called E, and if makes the angular distance in the western hemisphere, it will carry the notation W. You have to know this, and in the previously in the introduction part I have already told you. So the longitudes are semicircular in shape, or they are half circle, they are not complete circle, and all the longitudes they have equal length also. Okay. This is a general introduction about the longitudes, and I know you have been studying about the longitudes from very junior classes. In class 6 also we have already discussed, in class 7. So you are very familiar with the term longitudes. Here I gave you a slight introduction of the longitudes. Then let us move forward. Let us look at the slide once, all of you. In the slide I have brought there two figures. Okay. So you can clearly see there north pole on the top, south pole on the bottom. Similarly, in the first picture you can see there the latitudes, these are horizontal lines, there are altogether 180 latitudes, and equator is the basis of all of these. But in the second figure you can see the lines of longitudes which are drawn from north pole to south pole, and there are altogether 360 longitudes, and the prime meridian is base of all these, which is taken as 0 degree, and just opposite of there lies international dateline, which will be in 180 degree longitude. About international dateline we will be discussing after some time. So, let us see here, the earth rotates on its axis from west to east. So, I think you all have seen the globes, and the globe is fixed on a rod from middle of this. So, that rod works as the axis of the earth in the globe, and so it, by taking the help of that, it removes from western direction to eastern direction. So, at the same time it also revolves around the sun on its orbit. So, you know about the rotation and revolution, I think you are clear about this. The daily movement of the earth is called rotation, and for completing a complete rotation it takes 24 hours. Similarly, the annual movement of the earth round the sun can be called as revolution, and it takes 365 days. So, here you should be clear, the earth takes 24 hours to complete a round on its circumference, which makes the angular distance of 360 degree, and that movement of the earth is called rotation. And one more fact that you have to know here, that is, as the earth moves or rotates from west to east direction, so that we see the sun that rises in the east and the sun sets in the west, and because of this movement of the earth from west to east, so in every 1 degree longitude eastward, the time 4-minute time will be ahead there. I repeat once again, in every 1 degree eastward longitude, 4 minutes time will be ahead there. You have to be clear about this. Okay. Now, let us go to the next. So, the earth takes 24 hours to travel the distance of 360 degree. So, it takes 4 minutes to travel 1 degree of longitudes. You can see here on the board. So, to complete it takes in 24 hour. So, it travels 360 degree, or to complete 360 degree it takes 24 hour. In 1 hour means 360 upon 24. So, that is 15. So, in 60 minutes, or to complete 15 degree, it takes 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. Then you can calculate here, to complete 1 degree, that means 60 upon 15 is equal to 4 minutes. So, there will be the difference of 4 minutes in every 1 degree longitudes. About that you have to be clear, and this relation that will help for finding out the relation between local time and the longitudes. So, now look at the slide. There I have brought some of the rules for finding out the local time. Which rules you have to be clear about while finding out the local time. The first rule is there. So, longitude of any two different places and time of a place we require, means if the longitudes of two places is given to us and time of a place is given, at that time we can find out the local time. That is first rule. Similarly, so for finding out the local time, we have to find out the difference of the longitudes, longitudinal difference that we have to take out. Similarly, if the places given to us, they are in the same hemisphere, at that time we have to subtract the bigger longitudes from the smaller one for finding out the longitudinal difference. If the places are in opposite hemisphere or in opposite direction, at that time we have to add the longitudes for finding out the longitudinal difference. Similarly, there is the next rule, and the next rule is, if the time that we have to take out is eastward, towards the east, than the given time. So, that time we have to add the time, because eastern time is always ahead, we have already said in the previous time. Similarly, if the time that we have to take out, that is westward, then we have to subtract from the given time. So, these are the general rules that you should know before finding out the local time. So, I have brought one example for you as well. So, you can see there. So, there is given the longitudes of Kathmandu, yes, which is 85 degree east, and the longitudes of Moscow, which is 40 degree east, and the time of Kathmandu, when the time of Moscow is 1 p.m. and the time of Kathmandu is asked there. Now, let us look at the board, I will make you clear here. So, from this question we come to know that longitude of KTM is equal to 85 degree east. Similarly, longitude of Moscow is equal to 40 degree east. Time of Moscow is 1 p.m. So, time of Kathmandu is called what? So, this is the question, and for taking out the local time or taking out the time of Kathmandu, we have to find out the longitudinal difference. I have already told you in the rules. First of all, we have to take out the longitudinal difference. Longitudinal difference we have to take out. Longitudinal difference. So, as these two places, they are in the same direction, so that we have to subtract the subtract from bigger to smaller, 85 minus 40. So, it becomes 45 degree. Then we have to convert that into minutes, because we know that 1 degree longitude is equal to 4 minutes. It means 45 degree is equal to 45 into 4, then it becomes 180 minutes. Okay? Then we have to change it into hour, changing into hour. 180 upon 60 is equal to 3 hours. Yes, the time difference here we have taken out the time difference, that is 3 hours. the difference of the time between Kathmandu and Moscow is 3 hours. Then in the previous rule I have already told you, if the places is in the eastern direction, eastern hemisphere, we have to add the time. If the places are in the western hemisphere, then we have to subtract the time. So, here you can see Moscow is in 40 degree, Kathmandu is in 85 degree. So, the time of Kathmandu is ahead than Moscow. So, that time of KTM is called. So, what is the time in Moscow? It is 1 p.m. plus 3 hour is called 4 p.m. So, that is the answer. So, I think you are clear now. So, by the help of the longitudes of two places in the rules I have told you, for taking out the local time we should know the longitude first of all. Here is longitude of two different places is given here. Similarly, time of a place also is given here and time of another place is asked to us. So, we took out the longitudinal difference that become 45 degree. We converted that 45 degree into minute, it became 180 minutes. Then after again we change it into hour, that become 3 hours, and we know that the eastern time is always ahead, that is why we added 3 hour to 1 p.m. and it became 4 p.m. which is the time of Kathmandu according to this example. So, in this way we can take out the time of the local time of a certain place. Now, let us look at the slide. So, I have brought here the units of longitude and time. So, most of the students they got confused regarding this unit. Okay. In longitude, in longitude, so their 60 second becomes 1 minute, okay, and 60 minute become 1 degree, but that do not match with the time. We do not have to be confused, because the longitudinal units and the units of the time is different thing, but most of the students they think that they both are same and they got confused. So, for avoiding that confusion I have brought so this example for you. So, in the longitude 60 second becomes 1 minute and 60 minute become 1 degree. In the same way you know about the time. So, when we come to time 60 second become 1 minute and 60 minute become 1 hour. So, it was for your knowledge. Then after, another important thing that you should know is the time of 180 degree east, that is 12 hour faster, and that of 180 degree west, that will be 12 hours later than the time of the prime meridian. So, when you crosses, there will come another term also, international date line. When we cross the international date line, then the time of 1 day will be ahead or later there. So, it will be midday 12 p.m. in prime meridian, which will be in 0 degree longitude. So, there will be midnight at the same time. So, in 180 degree longitudes, yes. So, that is international date line. The longitudes having 180 degree notation, that is called international date line, and the date is changed with the cross of longitudes, I have already told you. So, when we cross international date line, so if you go to eastward, 1 day will be faster from there. So, if you go to westward, 1 day will be later from there, that you have to be careful. Next is the definition. We can define the international date line as imaginary line that passes along the 180 degree longitude can be called as international date line. So, the international date line that passes through the middle of the Pacific Ocean except in some inhabited islands where there is no human settlement, and the international date line is not straight like the prime meridian, it is zigzag. So, why it is zigzag? The answer is to avoid the time difference within the same country or same place. So, if we make that straight, then time of one place will be one day ahead and another place will be one day later. So, for avoiding these differences of the time in the same place, so international date line is made zigzag by the cartographers. Similarly, we call the time after midnight AM and the time after midday as PM. So, I think you are clear all about this. So, today I tried here to make you clear about the longitude. Similarly, what is the relation between longitude and time, and what is the relation between the longitude and date. So, I will quickly revise once. Longitudes, they are the imaginary line which passes from north pole to south pole, they are called longitudes, and there is a very close relationship between longitudes and time, because in every 1 degree longitudes there will be the difference of 4 minutes. So, they are also called the meridians, because so in every longitudes there will be the afternoon in different time. So, that is why this is also called meridian, as well as we discussed here the relationship between the longitude and the date, basically with the international date line. So, when we go westward from the international date line, the time will be date will be 1 day later, and when we go eastward from the international date line, the time will be 1 day faster. That is why from these examples we become clear that there is a very close relationship between the longitudes and the time. So, here I have shown you the international date line, the figure of the international date line, you can see there. So, it is not straight, I have already told you, it is not straight, it is zigzag, but mostly it passes through the Pacific Ocean, and this is made zigzag for avoiding the time difference in a same place. So, with this we are coming to the end of our class. I hope you have understood this. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Thank you.